They are now getting a second life because it was recently posted on X and garnered almost 3 million views in a matter of days. So before we get into the video, I want to point out there's a safety portion of the United States, the Yellowstone National Park website that clearly states, stay on the boardwalks, trails, in thermal areas. Hot springs have injured or killed more people in Yellowstone than any other natural feature. Keep your children close and do not let them run. Notice how the national park addressed children, hoping that it would that grown-up adults would be smart enough to not dip their hand in the 174 degree thermal ponds or pools. Over 20 people have died after they've entered and accidentally fell into the hot springs in the Yellowstone National Park. There are signs everywhere warning visitors not to get off the boardwalks or approach the hot springs. But did that stop this father and daughter in this footage? No. Even a bystander, a person who was behind the camera, was trying to warn the two people as they jumped over the fence and slowly made their way walking down to the thermal pool. The person who was both doing the warning and videotaping told the Torons of Yellowstone later on, said, I would have called these people in, but I couldn't find a ranger or service. But there's a guy, and I presume his daughter, at what I thought said Silex Spring, S-I-L-E-X Spring, in Fountain Paint, the Paint Pot Trail. Yeah, I've been on that trail. I told him it was a bad idea. They should get back on the boardwalk. His response was, whatever, man. So I hit record. And the thing unfolded. Once I started recording, the Torons, part tourist, part moron, made their way down to the hot spring. One of them stayed up a ways from the thermal pool so that the other one could hold their hand as they inched closer and closer to the piping hot water. When the younger woman finally got her fingers of her right hand into the water, well, it wasn't her left hand, so she's not completely insane, she yelled out, it's hot! It's hot! Get off my cigarettes! Who could have possibly known that the hot springs were hot? So let's see. Enough talk. Let's find out what's going on in this. Where's the video at? Is it down here? Please tell me it's down at the bottom. Where is the video? Read a little bit more. Here it is. And you can watch it on X if you want, but right now we're going to watch it. We're going to go over to camera 4, and you can see this in real time as we're talking about it here on the air. So let's make sure I got everything potted up. Here we go. Sticks her hand down in there.